tried to put it on my
We're
Instagram
live.
and stuff, but
Live now. We're live. We're live. We are live and we're still preparing. And let the Facebook go on. I know you were talking and I just pressed the live button by mistake. So let the Facebook go on. Let the settings start. Let me just set up
stuff,
everything.
but
And yes, we've done. Good morning, everybody, and good evening from wherever we are joining in. And 58th mom, we're going there slowly. The first 25 moms came very quickly and it went very fast for me. And then I celebrated the 25 moms. Between 25 and 50, there were technical issues. There was some or the other issue was happening. It went a little slower. Strange is that now it's even slowing down. Now days are getting skipped, like my 100 days. Now the days are getting skipped because I know that the universe knows that now we have to place even more carefully more and more mothers, and mothers are coming slowly and everything is getting aligned even more. So that's why you see these skips in the middle of 2 days, 1 day. I will cover it up. I will finish this in 100 days. That's for done. Some days there'll be 3 interviews, but now the moms that are coming are also coming and placed very carefully because the gap is getting closer and closer. So I'm loving it how this whole thing is panning out, how it's working out. Literally like a little animation in a game that's happening. We're reaching 60th, and very slowly now things are happening. It's slowing down. It's like little like a suspense, by the time 75 will come, I think it'll go even more slower. So all is done, and Debbie is here. I told Debbie is waiting, Lesley. We have Lesley here, a beautiful mom. And she's just, I'm looking at her work yesterday and she's so incredible and just spreading so much joy. Lesley, welcome. Please go ahead and introduce yourself
thank you.
because I always say the mother who lives her story tells her story the best. So please go ahead. The stage is yours and let's go ahead. And welcome, Debbie. Hi. Good to see you, Debbie.
Well, my name is Lesley Rosas, and I live in Garden Valley, California. It's up in the hills above the American River where the river divides and where gold was first discovered. Um, as you mentioned, I'm a transformational coach, a mom of many.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah.
is that what Leslie's introduction is still here? Lesley has so much to say. Lesley can keep going on. I will speak less. Lesley, this is your spotlight. The stage is all yours. So please go ahead. There are no questions. Like, what's your journey from there to becoming a transformational coach? Let's tell people all about that. And that's also a mother's journey. That's why this is so
Mhm.
special because the journey of becoming a transformational coach is a journey of a mother. And I would
Yeah.
love people to know. And I always say that when you become a mother, the things you do, you wouldn't do if you were not a mother. You would sit down and
Yeah.
sitting at that place and you will not move and you will not take those steps. But because you're a mom and you really
Mhm.
need to do it, you step up and you do it. So let's tell people all about that.
Okay. Well, um, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have 12 birth children, 7 boys and 5 girls. And I am a stepmother to 5 additional children, 4 more boys and 1 more girl. And 10 years ago, I met and married my incredible husband of today. And I have an amazing life with him, but it was not always so. At 17, I married a man that I stayed married to for 25 years. And it's been 12 years ago that I left with our kids and a 10-man tent on our 25th wedding anniversary.
Yep. That,
And we lived out of that tent for 3 months, homeless, while I got a restraining order and full custody of my kids.
right.
And just after that, then I moved my kids actually to where I had been born and raised and gone to high school because I knew it was familiar.
Yes.
And did you have a question?
No, no, I'm just like I keep soaking in. For me, I'm sorry, my face is very expressive. I just keep soaking in what's coming in.
Uh-huh. Okay.
For me, one that let me tell you this: when we've already resolved the word stepmom with Lucy, we had a great conversation, And I was telling her that, Lucy, I do not like the word stepmom. I've never liked the word stepmom because
Hmm.
I've grown up with these books where the stepmom had a crooked nose and she threw children
Yeah.
out and she was always
Yeah.
bad and she had a broom in her hand and she was always scolding. You know those pictures of the classics that came when we grew up,
Yes.
and there was a stepmom who was very had a broom and she had a crooked nose and she was just throwing the kids out. And this my son incidentally actually when he was very young he brought to my notice. He's like, why are all stepmoms like that? And that's the decision I made,
Hmm.
and I will not read classics to him because I realized that it was something that created in our mind as well. So we decided to have a conversation, and then we started calling them bonus moms. So in our group now, all stepmoms are called bonus moms. They're not called stepmoms because we've already destroyed the whole tag of stepmoms with those classics that are happened. So definitely you're a bonus mom. They're definitely your bonus kids. I mean, 12 plus,
Yes.
five more bonus kids. So that's
Yes.
an amazing thing because there are many, many moms who, work so hard with the kids that they don't give birth to. And that's the bonus thing. That's the extra. That's
Hmm.
the on top of your
Hmm.
mom, you get another mom who loves you so much and who walks forward. So that was when
I'm
you said
I'm so
stepmom.
in agreement with you. And um when I married Augie, his youngest is a girl, Grace, and she was 4 years old and very much into her princess dresses and everything. And so she is the one that she asked me what she was to call me, and I said, "Well, what do you want to call me? You can call me Leslie, whatever you want to call me." And she said, "I am going to call you stepmother." And so for her first year, she called me stepmother, and
Yeah.
then it changed to Leslie.
Yeah. So how did it feel like? It's a very interesting topic. Yes,
Yeah.
from a child point of view, there's a stepmother or this thing, but kids who don't know
Mhm.
classics, who don't know what it is, it's just a word. But for a mother
Yes.
who's grown up with classics to be called a stepmother, I think even there's
Mhm.
this feeling also is there. They want to call a stepmother. Like, am I a step? Like, I don't know. It happens to me. Like that
Uh-huh.
word does. Create some irritation in me somehow. And
Yeah.
so, how did you feel when she called you a stepmom?
I actually found it very cute and enduring because she's young and innocent, and it isn't the word for me, it's the embodiment of being a mother or filling in the spot of a mother when a child is in need.
So, see, you're a bonus
So
mom. You're a bonus mom. Then, uh,
yeah. I
step
might consider borrowing that bonus mom.
Yes, please. Like that is what we are called now in this group.
Mm.
We do not.
Mhm.
It's a very dear topic to me only because my son had picked it up long time back. Even I was reading some Indian mythology stuff, and Ganesha in India. The elephant head god that we have in
Mhm.
India.
Mhm.
Apparently, he was like his head was in the story we were reading, and we've grown up with it, we were okay with it, but this generation just has to question everything. So the father had the mother had created, the mother god had created this beautiful boy, and she went for a bath. So father came, and this boy was arguing with the father, and the father is this very angry god that we have, who's amazing, but he gets angry very fast. So he goes and cuts the head of the child. And then he realizes, oh my god, this is my son. And then he goes and gets the elephant head and puts the elephant head on Ganesha, and that's how Ganesha was formed, like the human body and the Ganesha head. So everybody was after me saying that, Shikha, go ahead and read classics, and what are you doing disconnecting your children with all these things? So I was like, yeah, maybe I'm disconnecting him to my culture by not reading because I'm not into so much. So I read that book, and he's like, what kind of a father is he that he's going to cut his child's head? And I was just like,
Mhm.
this boy is not going to let me read anything that is not okay because that's what children do. And he's brought that to me as a mother, that be very careful that what we are passing, just because something is getting passed for generation, that might not be the truth and it can be
Yeah.
questioned. So he brought that to me. Anyway, so you just can borrow this bonus mom, because I find that a very beautiful word. Bonus, I'm a bonus mom, and the conversation
Okay.
flowed in a beautiful way. So from there, Lesley, what transformational, what all you did, from where you finally are there sitting thinking that, right, I'm out of it. this is what it is, because so many mothers first take that courage to move, they take that courage to take that step, and then they
Mhm.
reach a point. And then I do remember your story saying that you felt you should be happy, but you were not happy. And
Yes.
what was that like? What was that feeling as a mom? That what like, because many mothers will resonate with that when you speak about that,
Mhm. Yeah, well, that time of my life, I needed to be so strong for my children. I needed to be a pillar.
right?
And so I would take my time to go for my walk every day. I was walking like 4 miles, and
Yeah,
I would call it pounding the pavement
right.
to deal with my own issues that were of the heart and the frustrations of having to leave my marriage and what am I going to do now? And I find myself a single mom with all these children and just, just really dealing with a lot of issues and a lot of thoughts.
Yeah,
And I just felt like my life had just been drained of all of its color. I should have been so happy. I was free. My kids have a safe home finally, and people expected me to be happy,
yeah,
but it was not so. And happiness is something we all pursue, and we think sometimes when we possess something, once we get here, once we find this man, or once we establish this income, we're going to be happy.
yeah.
But happiness doesn't begin outside of us, it begins inside of us.
Yes.
And I had spent a lifetime choosing everyone else but Lesley, choosing for my husband, choosing for my children, always giving over to be the lesser for them. And as we should, out of love. But there was this day that I'm walking along, as you know, and just feeling like the life was drained out of me, the color was drained out of me, and I saw those rubber boots, those red rubber boots in the window.
Yeah.
And it just that was the day that I was, like, yeah, I'm going to pick something that I love.
Yes, and that's a beautiful story, Leslie, because something uh, that's so dying to express sometimes comes
Hmm.
in such a simple way as a message. And I always
Hmm.
say that everything is like a clue, it's thrown to us. You could have walked away from that place and saying, nah, and walked away. But that was a clue that was thrown to you, that here are these
Hmm.
red boots, go and try them on. And that's the clue that you picked up, right? The clue
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
picking up, the trusting the clue, the thinking that, yes, there is a message, there is something happening, trusting that is where the beginning of the transformation starts, because you've picked up the first clue, and then your human mind, we're curious, what's the next, what's the next. And
Yeah.
that's what's happening in this project. I just picked up a clue, and I just like opened
Mhm.
it up and I read it out: 100 days, 100 inspiring interviews, 100 moms. And then I was inquisitive, now next what, now next what. And there were so many times that I was like, I think I'm being crazy, this is insane. I used to
Mhm.
pinch myself. Am I dreaming? Am I actually doing this? Is it actually happening? Am I actually connecting, sitting on the screen, the same place, to so many mothers, and like feeling them, soaking their stories, to the
Mhm.
extent that I actually, there are times that I fall very sick and I come up, and I was never this person that I realized that these things happen because I would like not believe in it, but my belief system has opened up, the landscape of the whole thing is opened up, and I think everything is happening. Things are emerging, and the way they're emerging, even the moms, the way they're coming in, and why I'm saying
Mhm.
it's slow, because now there's so many, like there's so many recommended, and there's so many standing right at the door, and beautifully, what makes me think is that so many of them really want to tell their story. Like they're like standing, I can see them standing at the door knocking, saying, Shreya, can you take us? This is our story. This is our story. Can you take us? Can you take us? And I'm standing here, and every time I open the door for the next mom, I'm like, which one should I pick up? Because each one of them seems so wanting to be there. So now that's why it's become slow, because when I started, there were none. And I was like picking up whoever was coming. But now when I open the door, there's so many that my picking up is becoming like, am I responsible? Am I supposed to pick up? Which one should I pick up? So what I do is I close my eyes and I just see the name and I just go and I pick that up, and happens to be that's what the next thread, that the whole beat, that was the next beat that really needed to come in. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
magical thing that's happening, and it happens only when we pick up the clue. So I'm so glad that you picked up that clue, because that clue is going to lead to so much transformation to so many people
Mm-hmm.
that you're going to touch. And, you know, so from there, you went on deciding that, like, how did you move further? The only reason I generally don't ask these questions, and I know that, but the thing is that somebody needs to hear this today,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not easy being homeless, leaving a 25-year marriage, having so many kids. I mean, it's easy to say that I was not putting less. There's so many of them, you can't even think of putting yourself there. And you know that one mother always says that as a mom we should put ourselves in somewhere on the list every day, right? That even I need to be ticked from the daily stuff that I needed to do, and she must
Mm-hmm.
do it. But how do you do when the list of our family members are
Yeah.
so much? So hats off to you that
You,
you've done that.
it makes me think that, when we start to take care of ourselves, so my children watched me leave. I took them with me. They watched me transform. They watched me begin to take care of myself.
Yeah.
All the walking and pounding the pavement helped me to get into better shape. Buying the red boots,
Yeah.
doing that was the beginning, but then the ball starts to roll. And when your children see you taking care of yourself, they begin taking care of you.
Yes.
And my daughter would say, "Mom, you should go for your walk. I'm going to make dinner."
Uh,
And my second oldest son, he calls me one day and he said, "Mom, go to your computer." Now, in my marriage before, I never had a computer. So I was stepping into the internet, the world of TV, the world of radio. I'd never had any of these things
yeah.
for years and years. So he says, "Go on the computer." And he walked me through opening up an email he had made me. He created me my own Gmail. And then he sent me a link and he stepped me through that to find a dating site.
Uh,
This was after a couple of years.
yeah.
And of course, when so he's the one that set me up with the dating site, and that is how I met my second husband.
Right.
But when we start to take care of ourselves and value ourselves,
Yeah.
even our children, our family members, and those around us start to value us more.
Yeah. And I think that's what we like. That's what we teach them. The way you're saying something, something interesting happened yesterday. I was like, I was looking for my son. He just keeps going to his friends' houses here and there. I was looking for him where he is, and
Mhm.
um, so one of the moms whose house he generally hangs around with his friend. So she was passing by. So I stopped her. I was like, "Is my son in your house?" And he's like,
Mhm.
"Yes, he is." And I was like, "All right." And I'm sorry, I was busy with my life, and she's not on Facebook. She's like, "I know all about it." I was like, "How do you know
Mhm.
you're not on Facebook?" She's like, "Oh, we know even in detail because we've even Googled you with him. We've even gone ahead and talked about the songs that you choose, and we've gone ahead and talked about everything." And I was quite stunned, because
Mhm.
just few months back, when I was asking him, "What do you think your mom does?" Because I was a photographer, and he says, "Oh, she takes care of Veer. Veer is my younger one, the youngest son, and
Mhm.
that's what my mom does." So he was telling somebody that. And today, when I'm like she's passing by, he says she's saving mothers. I don't know what all come out of his mouth, and what you're saying. Just
Uh-huh.
yesterday, she said, "We know all about it. Even if I'm not on Facebook, we know all about it. And we are going to make sure that every day we Google you," because apparently he goes to her house and says, "You know what? Today, this is what's happening." And he has started contributing. He's all of 7 years old, but he's already started contributing to making my lives better by trying to say, "Okay, you can use this music and that." So I can absolutely relate to what you're saying. Um, and that's the message we must, through this conversation, spread, that yes, when you step up, even your children see that.
Mhm.
So, and one of the moms says that we moms always say that we see you. Like, we tell our
Mhm.
children that we see you. Like, whatever,
Mhm.
like, he's smiling. If I catch him, he's smiling. And I'm like, "I know what you're doing." He's like, "How did you know?
Mhm.
I'm a mom." He's like,
Yeah, we see everything.
"Yeah, but they see us too," she says. said. They see
Mhm.
us too. So do not underestimate the fact that they can see us too. So when
Mhm.
you are down, they can see it as well. It's just they can't express it. They will not say it the way you are saying it. But when they
Mhm.
grow up, they've carried that whole thing and they can see you too. So do not underestimate what they have. And that was a beautiful thing because for the first time I was like, yeah, he can see me. Like from his
Mhm.
point, he's seeing me. He's seeing me
Mhm.
transform. He's seeing me doing things, and that's what your son did. He could see
Mhm.
you through and through, and that's what he did. And picked you, and so it's a beautiful exchange, and it's our ego that we think we are moms, we are the creators, so we know them, but they are creations. They know us as well, and that's a great learning
Mhm.
as well. So from there, you started your online journey, and what happened, Lesley, then?
Oh, you mean, oh, because I got online. Yes, and then yes, that was a long process.
Yeah,
Online dating is not easy.
yeah.
There's a lot of strange
Sure.
men out there.
Now it is with COVID. I think everything online has become very easy. It's more acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you're picking, when you're looking for a spouse or, a friend and you have a lot of children,
Yeah.
there can be resistance there and you need to be cautious.
Yes.
But yes, I did meet several men that did not work out for me, and then I met Augie,
Uh,
and he was someone I had imagined.
yeah.
I wrote a list of my standards of what I wanted in a man,
Right.
and I started dreaming about him.
Uh,
And the day that I met him face to face, it almost knocked me over because this man walked in and he was just the live picture of what I had imagined.
yeah. And you've been together for 10 years now?
Yes. Well, 11 years. We dated for a year, which
Wow.
is another story. It's very interesting to date with all so many children.
Yeah. Oh yes. That let's
How do you date with so many children?
yeah.
And we were 6.5 hours apart.
Wow. And no, why
So
I'm
we would
asking,
put the children to bed.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead,
What
go
what were
ahead.
you saying?
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
We would put the children to bed, and he gave me this little DVD player. And this was back when you could rent a movie at the video store. So he would tell me what movie to go rent, and then we would get on the phone after the children were in bed and put in the movie and push start together and get our movie to sync together and then watch our movie together on the phone.
Uh, no, I'm saying that the way you're talking about him as if you've just met him last year. So I asked you, it's 10
He
years.
he is he's amazing. He's the love of my life. He's incredible.
See that.
Treats me so well, and my children, he's healed so much in all of us.
Yeah.
My children love him.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that on your face. That's why I was asking you how many years. You said 10 years, but it looked you
10
just met
years.
him, and it's as fresh as just meeting him recently. And I'm so
Oh
happy.
no.
I'm so happy you found that. But
Yeah.
that also happens, I also teach photography, and I was teaching, I teach young children.
Hmm.
So I was doing an online class, and this whole project has consumed me so much that I had to withdraw. I just started in a school, and I got very attached to these kids who love photography, but this project is not letting me do that. I'm unable to do all the structure stuff and scoring and everything, which I can teach, but that's so I told the school that I don't think I have the time right now to do this. I will have to
Hmm.
withdraw. So they're like, these kids really love you. Would you like to go and talk to them? I was like, okay. I was like, that was a tough part for me to do, to say that, sorry, I can't continue and you're loving it,
Hmm.
but midterm I have to
Hmm.
leave because the project I'm doing, like, it's taking another level and I need that. And I was talking to those kids and I don't know what came out of my mouth. And, I started telling them, do you know there's magic everywhere? I said, do you know there's magic everywhere? And this camera of yours can show you that magic even more easily, because in this whole world that you are right now consumed online with all the talking, all the classes, all whatever you're doing, this phone will take you to. So I started talking about magic, and when the magic word came, all these kids just like opened up, and I said, you guys are incredible. And they said, no, we are not. So I was like, no, because you've stopped believing in magic. You just believe that what's happening is reality. But if you open up, and photography can take you through magic. And then this one guy started crying, and he's like, "Do you really think magic exists?" So I was like, "Absolutely." But because right now you need tools, you can use your phone camera to find it, to find what's happening. Where's the butterfly? Where's the caterpillar? Where is the life buzzing? And then slowly, slowly, these 8-year-olds, Lesley, started crying because suddenly, I think in last 2 years, nobody's told them that there's magic,
Yeah.
that the magic is existing around you, and
Mhm.
you can find it and you can connect to it. And then this boy wrote that it looks like the ending of a beautiful movie. I'm very sad. And I saw these tears. And here we're thinking that these kids, we have to talk at them, we have to do, but a simple word like magic can melt them down. They're in sixth standard, must be about 10-year-olds, but that somebody told them there's magic and they can believe in it.
Second, can you tell her that I got 49 questions right in the sudden death because my brain is working well now.
Okay,
It was a
so
positive brain. It's working well.
okay, sorry, I have to give this message. I told you that he's going to take over. He would be taking the 100th interview for sure by the time it happens. So he's coming. He's been hanging around for very long, and he's telling me to tell you guys that Lucy has been so gracious that she's gifted me Positive Prime, a channel where I can see and get positive images. And I started that with my son, and he just came to tell me that, can you just tell your friend that because of, he thinks you gifted it to me, so he's saying, can you go and tell your friend that because of that Positive Prime I could just solve 49 questions. uh, so I'm
Wow.
doing that Positive Prime with him, positive images that Lucy has
Mhm.
gifted me. So thank you, Lucy. You're changing my life and my relationship with him, and it's becoming another level since she's gifted that to me. So I was just
Beautiful.
so why I was coming to the word magic was that you started believing in that magic, Lesley,
Hmm.
and what you were just talking about, like it looks so magical on your face. And
Hmm.
the whole thing about color is so magical. So let's talk about that. Like, from that black and white to that magic, to believe that the magic exists, to believe that the magic is something that happens to us. It's all around us. We just have to open our eyes to it. And like, I think you're very magical, and that's why I'm using that word, because just yesterday I was talking to kids, and when I was seeing your color thing, I was like, this is magic, and you
Hmm.
have to start believing in it. So let's talk
Yeah.
about your color course and what's it all about.
Yes. So I started with color because color's just always been so special to me. There's actually a scientific thing where there's people who attach color to different people that are close to them. And I read it one time, well, in Popular Science, and it was brought to me actually because from someone in my family who knew that I had this thing of, I gave all my family colors. And from there, when I started telling my story about the red boots and attaching color again into my life, it expanded for me to start looking into color. And color actually is really, really super cool because it actually it comes in different wavelengths. So like your reds and your oranges, they vibrate really high. And
Right.
for me, I have been seeking joy in my life, and joy can come from color.
Yeah.
So color can affect our mood. Like a blue can be very calming. Um, a green can even motivate us to make more money. Um, and the orange is the happiest color in the world. So I choose that as my favorite color. Color also can affect our personalities, and our favorite color can say a lot about us. So on my website, I have like a free color mapping where you can go through and find your colors and link them to maybe what you might need in your life,
Yeah.
what you wanted to create in your life. Um,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I think that's the most unique way to approach transformation that I've heard of. And
Mhm.
I have to now first acknowledge my all my guests who are here. Let me see who all is here, and I can see
Okay.
Therese, Debbie, Cynthia, and Laureate. she's also from Maya's group. Am I correct? Am I correct? Am I pronouncing her name correct? I have to speak to her very soon. Is it Lor? I mean, maybe I'll get
Lori,
Laurie. Is it Laurie Smith? Anyway,
Loretta.
Loretta.
Is it
Loretta.
Loretta?
Sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Yes, Loretta. So sorry, Loretta. I'm trying to still good. I'm taking her time to know the name. Can you see them supporting the chat right here with so many of you coming here? Thank you so much. I'm going to go and yes, Therese, I can. I'll need some voice there. Yes, I know. And Lesley will give me the voice or how to speak because they're now just writing and spelling her name out. But I'm looking forward to connecting with her very soon as well. And
Yeah.
so thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. Devi, my pillar, is there, always supporting us. Cynthia is here. Cynthia, long time not seen you. Therese, of course, has recently been, um, coming here, and she's also been very kind of sending, take care of yourself, do this, do that. Because I was telling you, this is like an energy game that's going on, and
Mhm.
it's just so much to soak in. But your color
Mhm.
thing is so amazing, Lesley. It's such a unique way to come and approach thing. And
Mhm.
so now I'll tell you something that is very interesting that you will again relate to because you're into color. Is that I was talking to Melanie, who's also one of our pillars here, and she was doing a course with me about self portrait, etc. And she was telling me one day, and then my son, he has a habit of coming in, and I allow him to come into my life, whatever I'm doing, because no doors are locked for him for anything in the world. So you can come in. And he came in with his, sketches of black and white sketches, a lot of them, and he's a very good. He draws very well. And he
Mhm.
went and showed it to Melanie because Melanie's into parenting space and all, and he went and showed it to her one after the other, and Melanie's like, "Wow, this is this creature, this is this creature," and all going on. And then he left, and I said, "You know what? I've been trying to tell him for very long that he should use color, and I don't know why he doesn't use color." And because I'm a little bit of, I read a lot and self-help books, and also it always worried me that what is the fact that he doesn't use color. And then Melanie turned on and told me, "So you don't know why he doesn't use color? It's very obvious." So I was like, "No, I don't know." And she's like, "How do you not know? You know so much." I was like, "I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't use color. I still need to know so many. So you can tell me because you're a parenting coach." And he's like, "There's another person in his life who just loves black and white." And I was like, "Who?"
Mhm.
Like, "You." And it hit me at that time. I'm known for my black and white photography. I'm known for my black and white.
Mhm.
I don't use too much color in my picture.
Mhm.
And it hit me for the first time that this boy is imitating me. He is,
Yeah.
because not only imitating me, maybe consciously I have not sat with him and colored enough to know for him to like color. And maybe when he was growing up, I was drawing more and I was using more pencil.
Mhm.
And he sees that I'm complimented and I've done whatever in only black and white. And I am actually known for my work in this country for one of the good black and white photographers. And can you see that that's
Mhm.
what we pass? And that's how I found out, and I stepped out, and I just told my husband that let's talk. So my husband said, "You love color. See, mom does so much color photography." And he's like, "No, she doesn't." And he started pointing all over my house. "That's black and white, that's
Mhm.
black and white, that's black and white, that's black and white." And I'm like, "You're right. I need to start celebrating color for
Mhm.
him to start celebrating color." He might not be doing it emotionally, but he might just be doing it because I am not emotionally celebrating color yet. And for
Mhm.
years, almost for 20 years of my life, I've been photographing black and white, and I love doing it. But I never
Mhm.
realized that I did. And now that you're bringing that part, it really resonated with me that I need to start celebrating color as well. Because
Mhm.
there was a time that I chose to only wear black all the time. Like, I would just wear black. That's it, for a very long time. And I'm sure you've done all your research. And that's why I was telling you, I would love to come and do your course because I want to know more about the world of colors, and
Yeah.
know the world of transformation through colors. So just beautiful. Just very, very
Yeah.
beautiful, Leslie.
The one thing I was going to say is that your son will actually become a fantastic artist if he practices in black and white.
Really? Thank
You
you.
know, as an artist myself, when I paint a picture, I actually photograph it in black and white before it's done to see if I'm getting all of the shadowing and the shadows and the lights right.
Right. Right. Yeah,
So him
I think
practicing in black and white is actually really, really good.
really. Thank you.
Yeah.
You feel a little better because this whole thing of parenting, I keep moving. What's the next thing? I'm trying
Mhm.
to do my best. I think every mother is trying to do their best, but
Mm.
I jump in if somebody tells me. I'm very open to it that it's there. And now that you're telling me that, I'm happy that
Mhm.
okay, it's we're the black and white family. And I've been always been complimented on my light and shadow that you're saying. But I
Yeah.
also really understand this, that the color is to be celebrated and it is to be embraced as well, in all
Yeah.
ways. And so now I have two feedbacks on the black and white. One is it's become a good
Mhm.
artist, and two is because he's imitating me. So I think
Yeah.
I need to find out why I like to do black and white and color, and we will find
Mhm.
out when I step into your orbit, Lesley. And I will. The minute this settles down a little, I will step in
Yeah.
because I'm very inquisitive. I'm a very curious cat.
Yeah.
I will come in.
Yeah.
So what's the plan, Lesley? Where are we? Where is Lesley heading? What's her dream?
Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
and I have to tell you this. Debbie is here, and when I was talking to Lesley, just before Debbie had interviewed me, and then I was talking to Lesley, and then I told Lesley a thing. Since then, Lesley, I've been thinking, what did I tell you when I told you that? Did you know that the pulse you're talking about is ancient, more ancient than the dinosaur? It's even before dinosaur, this pulse was there. What do you feel
Mhm.
about that? What do you feel about that? Because since I said, why did that come out of my mouth? And it's a reality, it's a fact, but I can't even explain. I sound absolutely crazy, maybe, but when I was having a conversation, that
Uh-huh.
was handed over to me. That
Mhm.
that message was handed over to me to say that the pulse we
Mhm.
are talking about was even before dinosaurs. So somebody like knocked at my head and said, what are you talking about? This was a very old thing. Just tell the world that it's a very old pulse that you're talking about. It's not something new that we're discovering. What did you feel when we were talking about that? Let's talk about that and we'll go on to your
The
dream.
pulse.
The pulse, yeah.
So I think that, you know, each of us has a knowing. You know, we have a knowing about what you're referring to as the pulse. Some of us might call it God, some of us might call creation.
Right.
Um, if I understand what you're saying correctly, for me, I feel like it's truth. I believe it that, you know, before dinosaurs, before anything, this world was and had a pulse.
Have a pulse.
And that there is something greater than us,
Yes.
something bigger than us.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's speaking to us, it's guiding.
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
feel, these 100 moms will become the keeper of this message. And I know I'm sounding crazy. I don't sound like I usually don't talk like that. I'm just like a photographer roaming around with my camera here and there. But I definitely feel that uh, we've been like these 100 moms, if they understand where
Hmm.
they're being placed, will be the keepers of this pulse that has decided to vibrate again, right? And they will take
Hmm.
this message ahead. And it'll only happen
Hmm.
if all of them start mingling to each other, if all of them start knowing each other's pulse first. These 100 mom need to know the pulse of each other. And we are 100 shades. It's a big
Hmm.
number coming together. And that's why I've started something called my Thursday Spotlight Mothers, because I'm going to start putting these mothers in spotlight now. I'm going to start integrating them. So every Thursday I'm going to put a mother on, or two mothers on that day, who are going to talk about their work, because right now people are listening through these interviews, right? So their ears are open. So now I want
Hmm.
these mothers to start talking about what they're doing, the coaching program, the transformational, everything. And on Thursdays I would be giving my space for them as a spotlight, so that the world starts knowing who these 100 women are, and they start believing, these 100 moms start believing that yes, we are coming together, and this is happening, and this is going to pan out to a very big landscape. And that's what That's what my next intention is, that all these mothers should start mingling and knowing each other, because I keep telling everybody I am taking the book and leaving. Believe me, I'm taking the book and leaving. I am going to leave and take this book to the place it belongs to.
Mm-hmm.
Create the path so that by the time all of you are ready, you can start, like, there is already a path paved saying that okay, this book is taking us there now, this is the next place we need to be now. But before that, the community building, knowing these 100 moms, finding out their stories. Some are absolutely new, some really need upliftments, and some have already done the transformation. Like people like Maya are
Mm-hmm.
here as well. So there's a
Mm-hmm.
whole range of mothers who is somebody like Vilma, who's never, she came into an interview as a shock because she doesn't even put her picture on social media. And she's transforming so many people, but behind the camera. And there's somebody like
Mm-hmm.
Maya who's pulling the whole world up and taking, everybody ahead to another level of consciousness and another level of freedom. So now there's a reason why this kind of a range is there, Leslie. There's a reason why this
Yeah.
range is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs to uplift each other and pull, because I am telling you again and again, I'm going to keep saying this to everybody. I'm going to leave out from here. You are going to mingle. You are going to become that big ball of 100 moms. And yes, I'm one of the moms in it, and I'll keep coming as a mom in, but I have work to do. I have to figure out the pulse of the bee to the that pulse that I keep seeing. I have to figure out where it exists, where is the line where it joins it. That's my task. That's been given to me. I will
Mm-hmm.
find out how, I don't know, but this book will be the first step towards it. So I am in search of that pulse from bee to the universe. Where does it look? What does it look? How does it look? I don't know. So I'm urging all the moms to please openly know each other, meet each other, interview each other. Debbie started a series of interviews. Kavita is starting a series of interviews. Melanie started to mingle. Jamila is already doing it. She's taking mothers and introducing them on her Instagram. So it's already started. They've already started taking charge that we are sisters together, going
Mm-hmm.
ahead into this world. So definitely want to urge. So now, what's Leslie's dream? What is Leslie's dream? If I Because this book is called 100 Self Portrait, 100 Dreams. What is
Mm-hmm.
Leslie's dream?
My dream is to transform women's lives. Um, um, like it's what keeps me up at night.
Yeah,
There's in my mind, there's these women who are just they're just where I used to be. They're just dying for something of their own. They're eager, or maybe they don't even realize. Maybe they're in the beginning stages. They don't even realize that they've given up.
yeah,
They've just given up on themselves, and they don't need to stay where they're at. They don't need to stay stuck.
yeah,
And it could be the mom that's in abuse, as I was.
yeah.
It could be the mom that's just her children have left the nest, and she's spent her whole life pouring into her children, and now what?
Now what?
It
Yeah,
could be the mom that grinds daily at a job she hates, she really doesn't love. It could be the mom whose husband has left her or had an affair.
yeah,
There's all these moms that are they just don't, they're not alive. They're like dead men walking.
right.
They're not alive, and there's so much life to have still, and it's never too late to choose yourself and to
Yeah,
choose life.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely with you. And
So my dream is to transform women's lives.
you are, and I know you will. And just yesterday, I was talking to another mom who's really beautiful, who's going to come in an interview soon. And I was telling her that, she's like, I want to do so much. And she's into healing. And she's like, but I don't know where to find them. I said, I am giving you 100 moms here. You don't have to find them. Through these 100, you'll
Yeah.
find millions.
Yes.
You know? That's
Yes.
my vision. That don't think it's just a book. It's not a book. So you have these 100 moms. I'm talking to all the coaches here. Whatever needs to be done, I've also said that you need to bring out your programs and do those free sessions so that this pans out. Tell me about it. We will do it with moms together. There are
Hmm.
60 already. There are 40 more coming. We are a batch of 100. Who knows, hundreds and thousands in their own channel, right?
Yeah.
So it'll happen. Even your color,
Hmm.
maybe you bring
Hmm.
so much color to
Hmm.
these moms' lives, and
Yeah.
with this book, I'm urging to get bonuses. There'll be a pre-selling happening because I'm not taking sponsors. And when the pre-selling happens, I am giving bonuses. And I would love
Mm-hmm.
to have your bonus there, because there'll be 10
Mm-hmm.
bonuses that I want to download. That every time a book gets purchased, these 10 transformational bonuses are going to be given. And of course, it benefits the coaches who are giving their bonuses, because they get to get the audience who's buying it until the time the
Mm-hmm.
book reaches through courier, because I don't even know the courier services yet. I'm still figuring it out. I don't even know
Yeah.
how it'll happen, how this will go pan out, and so many books are going to reach on time. But I decided till then, just have a little taste of what these mothers are all about by experiencing their bonuses. So let many mothers have been gracious enough to say, okay, take this course of mine and take that, and they would
Mm-hmm.
all be downloads with the book. When the book goes out, whoever buys it, wherever purchases happen, wherever we publicize it, every book will
Mm-hmm.
get these 10 downloads. That's why I'm not going through Amazon yet, because Amazon does not allow those downloads. So there's going to be another step level of finding the courier service to figure out the whole thing. But till the book reaches you and the magic opens, you're going to be transformed probably by these 10 women whose bonuses I'll decide to get in. And those people, imagine those, they've already tasted what these women's work is, and then they open the book and they see these women right there. What a magical,
It's it's brilliant. I love it.
yeah. So we're going to do that
I
as
I can see it and I can feel it. It's
thank you.
amazing.
Leslie, thank you so much for. I know when I was talking to you as well, I could feel that we were connecting and we were absolutely resonating
Yeah.
with what you and me are saying. I'm so excited about that color theme. I just don't have the time right now, but I almost
No.
wanted to jump in and say, can I just do it now? Because I'm so excited with what you're doing. But I will, because right
Thank
now
you.
I'm focusing. I'm telling myself, Shikha, everything has to be a blur. Just keep
Mm-hmm.
walking. You've taken a task, walk
Mm-hmm.
till the end, and then we will see what happens. So I will. You
Yes.
will see me very soon in your color sessions as well. Just a little time needed. But I will also urge many people to see what Leslie's doing. I will put your link, give me a link, and I will put it on this interview, because already a lot of people are watching it and they can have the interview and see your links of what you're offering. So thank you, Lesley, and thank you, Debbie. Thank you,
Thank you for
Teresa.
having me.
Thank you, everybody who's
Thanks
here
for
in the
everyone who
chat.
joined us. I can't see
Yes,
you, but
yeah,
thanks for
there's a
joining
lot of
us.
chat, lot of love, and when I see these chats, I feel a lot of hugs coming in. I see a lot of
Mm.
so much love coming through it, because they've decided that we're not going to do something. We're going to come here and support this conversation. And sometimes when the chat doesn't start, I miss them. I miss them so much, because they're participating in such an active way. So I love it the way everybody is together, and we will. I don't say that we are ending this here. We are starting the journey together, but we'll go off live right now and we shall start our journey of what we have decided to do ahead. Lots of heart from Devi, lots of heart from everybody else. Thank you so
Mhm.
much. And we're going off
Thank you
live.
guys.
Yes, bye bye. And I want to especially thank Lucy, because Lucy
Hmm.
has changed a lot since she's gifted me that. And Leslie,
Hmm.
I why I'm taking this stage to thank her is because no, like she can see it across. She's not met me. She can sit across the screen and say, Shikha, you need this. And she called me and she's like, I really want to give this to you. And it's all about images. That positive prime is about images. And
Hmm.
I've had several breakdowns in the last 4 or 5 days, energy wise, and that has uplifted me and made me believe. So I can't believe that so much love is being showered. So I am thanking Lucy publicly for doing that, because I was also struggling with the online classes with my son. And I took this to him. I said, we will start with positive prime every morning, and we will see
Hmm.
these images, and we will start with these positive images, and we will see how the world goes out. And it's just uplifted me at another level. So thanks, Lucy, if you're watching later. Thank you.